next to the press room, and we're bringing in a number of different representatives from companies and educators and advisors, and just kind of to get a general sense of the vibe. And very pleased to have Darren Mulligan from the Smithsonian Learning Lab here. I got a chance to kind of see a beta version, I guess, of your announcement this week, but can you talk a little bit about your big news?
Yeah, sure. We're excited to be at ISTE launching officially in a big public way a new digital toolkit from the Smithsonian called the Smithsonian Learning Lab. And it's really a place to open up the Smithsonian in a lot of ways for educators and for students and really anybody who wants to search for and find and use Smithsonian resources. So it's a place to get access to more than 1 million Smithsonian digital resources from all of our 19 museums and our research centers and libraries and archives, all the crazy cool stuff that makes up the Smithsonian.
Talk a little bit about the process of building a digital archive like that. It must have been a pretty massive project.
I mean, the Smithsonian is a huge place. We have, more than 140 million objects that we take care of and research and collect and keep. And so we're in the process right now of figuring out what we should digitize. How do we make those accessible? In the past, to have access to those resources meant coming to our buildings, coming to our museums, coming to Washington or our museums in New York, and seeing them and experiencing them in the ways that we thought was best for you to see them, unless you were a researcher and coming behind the scenes and using them that way. And as we digitize our collections, as we photograph them and describe them and make those available online, it really opens up the potential of what people can do with them. They can really find the things that are relevant and interesting to them, and then learn about them, and then the big piece is really use them. How can they use them in their own personal learning journey?
Right. Yeah. Now, is this something that an individual teacher can go and access, or is it intended for a district or a school to kind of integrate it into a curriculum, or both?
Really both. I mean, the platform is free. It's open to anybody. Anybody can go to the URL and begin searching the collections, check it out. You can create an account, which is free, which is how you really begin and move into that sort of creation space where you can begin building your own personal collections. There's a whole suite of tools that allow you to annotate what we have, to make the resources a lot more personal, to make them more useful. So you can layer on annotations, you can build an assessment. So it's meant for kind of anybody who really just wants to pull things together and make their own collections, to a teacher or a curriculum developer who really wants to develop a digital learning resource for students with assessments built in that a teacher might use really formally.
Right. How about in terms of devices? Is it accessible through all devices, or?
Yeah, totally web. It's a web-based resource, so no apps, no downloads required. Just check out the URL and you're ready to go.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I look forward to playing with it some more.
Yeah, please do. I'm excited to see. I mean, that's our biggest excitement right now, is to sort of see what everybody does with more than 1 million resources and how they begin making them their own.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Great. Well, Darren, thanks again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.